This is my first time here in Newport and my first time to go through the Hall of Fame, and it's everything and more I ever heard it to be. And as I look back now, I wish I would have spent more time here, but happy to be here today. If you don't mind, I'll put these on. No wonder I argue with so many linesmen. I could never see the ball. I must tell you, I'm thrilled and overwhelmed to have my career acknowledged in the fashion you are doing here today by inducting me into the Hall of Fame. Being compared with and joining the past greats who preceded me and that laid the groundwork for me to have a chance to play this game is truly an honor. As I have said many times, I love everything about this game. I like the work, I like the grind, the dedication, the competition, the sacrifice, but I didn't look at it as work. It was my pleasure. But I guess you all have heard that many times, maybe too many times. But that is something that came from the heart, and I wasn't afraid to show that. I make no apologies for the way I play the game, and it seems to me that's what the fans came to expect of me. And in return, that brought out the best I had, never wanting to disappoint them, the fans, at any time. All through my career, I wanted to bring the real sports fan into tennis so that tennis could be on the same level as baseball, basketball, football, and I was willing to do whatever it took to make that happen. The fans rewarded me in New York in 1991 by following my last real run at a major championship and giving me what I worked hard for throughout the course of my whole career, and that was to have 20,000 people sound like 60,000 fans. That was a feeling that I could never explain, and really the only thing I can do to them and to you all is to say thank you. I still look back at a few emotional happenings in my career. Naturally, my first U.S. Open and Wimbledon victories, challenge matches against some of the all-time greats, and my rivalry over the years with the likes of Borg and McEnroe. What a great time for me to be a part of tennis. But tennis for me almost ended 8 years ago when a career-threatening wrist injury, reconstructive surgery, and a full arm cast for 11 weeks, I had no guarantees that I would ever play tennis again. And I think a lot of people in the game at that time had written me off, except for really Billie Jean King and Alana Kloss, and I'd like to take a chance to just publicly thank them for inviting me at that time when I had no idea that I would ever play tennis again. They took a chance, invited me to play team tennis, so I'd just like to say thank you to them. That is part of the reason I'm standing here today. I'm sure over the years I know over the years there's a lot of people that were involved in my career, many that I would like to mention, many that I would leave out. So I'd just like to say thank you to them for being a part of it. I had a ball, and I hope those that took part in what I had to do can say the same. As everyone probably knows and has been written probably more than I would like to read about anymore, but I was quite a loner over the course of my career. But for me, standing here alone is not right. So if I could, I'd like to put some seats to my left and some seats to my right. And for the seats on my left, I would like to put my mother and my grandmother. And they gave me the game. They allowed me to play, to have the opportunity to go out and to strive to work at something, to reach my dreams and try to be successful. My grandmother was around for all the hard work, the first 15 years, And then when things started going good, and I turned pro when I was 19 in 1972, she left us. So I know she was watching, and so her seat is next to me. But my mother was left to take over the task of furthering me on. I don't know if she liked the inheritance that she had there, but she was able to wear 3 hats throughout the course of my life. One is a coach, one is my mother, and one is my friend. And for her to be able to balance that, to wear each hat and still, after 45, almost 46 years, still be able to sit down and talk with each other was quite something. A lot of the ways that she handled me was criticized over the years, but never any real criticism that bothered her. She just understood what she wanted to do with my career and handled it accordingly. And for that and for everything that she has done for me in my life, there is never enough thanks to give to you. Only all my love. Thank you. Your seat is well taken right here. To my right, my immediate family, my son Brett, my daughter Aubrey, my wife Patty. My kids do not play tennis by their choice and hopefully by my design. They have gone on their own way and chosen their own ideals and their own goals, and for that I'm probably most proud. Brett, 19, my daughter Aubrey, 13, have chosen their own ways. They've grown up well, they've grown up strong, they've grown up straight, and they've grown up to be the kind of kids that I, as a father, am most proud of. But the most important thing that I would like to say here is that tennis took me away from home quite a bit of the time. They understood that. And for my return, the last 5 years, they have given me the greatest gift by allowing me to fit into my fatherly duties with ease. And that was something. For my wife, Patty, well, I don't think she knew 20 years ago what she was getting into. And it was said and written many times that Patty Connors was a saint to put up with Jimmy Connors. And that's probably the only darn thing the press got right about my career all that time. Tennis and the way I played it was very selfish. I had one thing on my mind, and that was to try to be the best and to win. And for those 20 years, Patty has gone along with that and made everything possible for me to continue to do so, not only at the beginning, but up until today's date. And the way she fit in, the way she handled the situation when I was gone, taking care of both my children, taking care of the house, making everything all right and comfortable for me so that when I did leave, I could concentrate on the one thing that I was doing, and that was playing the tennis. Taking care of all her duties as a mother and everything else she had to do. And then still, after doing all that, finding time to be my wife was truly amazing. I know you know just how amazing I think that is. So for everything and everybody, this is a very interesting time for me. I never really thought at all about not playing tennis anymore or not doing what I've always done. This puts things in a new perspective and a new light for me. I have enjoyed my life to this point more than anything that I can say, but I have a long life left ahead of me, and I have an awful lot of great people to spend that time with. And I thank you for everything. Thanks for everything that you've done. Thanks for being the fans that you are. continue to love this game. I do. Thanks for everything.